Let's look at round 9. Now we're going to single crochet in the next 3 stitches and then single crochet together or decrease in each stitch around to the marker. So that'll bring us down to 56 stitches. We're going to single crochet in 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to single crochet together, which is the decrease, which is described somewhere earlier in the pattern it describes it. But to single crochet decrease, you draw up a loop in the next stitch and then draw up the loop in the following stitch, and then you yarn over and draw through all 3. So that makes two stitches into 1. And then we're going to single crochet in 3 and then decrease again all the way around. So single crochet in 1, 2, 3, and now we're going to decrease. Draw up 1 in the next stitch, draw up in the 1 in the next stitch, yarn over and draw through 3. And then go in 3 again. 1, 2, 3, and then decrease again. Do that all the way around to the stitch marker, and I will resume the video when I get there. I've worked my way all the way around with my single crochet in 3 and then single crochet together for decrease, and I need to do the last decrease. I go into the next stitch and the one that the stitch marker's in, and I draw through all 3 loops, and then I move the stitch marker to the top of that decrease. Now we are going to read round 10, and that's single crochet in 2 and then decrease by single crochet 2 together around, and then we should end up with 42 stitches. So we're going to do 2 decrease all the way around. Okay, well, this stitch here has this loop in it, so I'm not going to go in here. I'm going to go into this one, and I'm going to single crochet in that one, and then the next one, and then decrease. Okay, then 1, 2, decrease, or single crochet 2 together as it says in the pattern. Do this all the way around this to the stitch marker by 1, 2, decrease, and I will resume the video when I get to the marker. I'm at the last stitch in round 10 where I'm going to have to do the decrease. So draw up 1 in the next, 1 where the stitch marker is, and draw through all 3 and move the stitch marker up. Okay, now this point here, the circle should be a little looser than what it would be to go around your head. The reason it needs to be a little looser because single crochets will tighten up as you go. So the next few rows, 11 through 16, you single crochet in each around. So maybe after around 11 or 12, try it on, and if it's too tight, then you can tear it out and then maybe use a slightly looser, bigger hook. And if it's too loose, use a slightly smaller hook. So, and if you're making it for someone else, find out what their head measurements are. Get a styrofoam ball about that size and try that, or a vase or a bowl or something like that. So for rounds 11 through 16, we're going to single crochet each stitch around to marker and move the marker up for each time. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and I will see you at the end of round 16. So just single crochet in each round, and I will see you there. I'm finishing round 16. Now, how do you know that it's 16 rounds? Well, we started single crocheting in 9. So if you look for where the single crochets are, it's right here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, I started counting it as 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So yeah, I need to count the one below that. Gotta find where there's not an increase because it's easier to see right here. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah. At the end of round 16, I'm going to single crochet in the marked stitch. And then I'm going to remove the stitch marker. And I'm going to slip stitch into next 3 so that we don't have this little bump up at the edge of the hat. So slip stitch into 3, and you can go into both loops or back loop if it's all up to you. Okay, then it says fasten off and weave and tail. Well, I'm going to leave a little bit of a length here, pull the loop through, and to hide this tail so that you don't see where that is, I'm going to thread my yarn needle, and I am going to go through the next stitch, and that'll pull that down, and then go in behind, turn it around, and then run the tail under a few stitches in this direction. Pull it through so it's no bump up. I turn it this direction. Kind of go down to the next row. And it came unthreaded, so I'm going to rethread it. Okay. And then pull it through the other direction. That'll lock it in place. And trim off the excess. And then I'm going to turn it inside out. And these center strings need to be pulled to close the middle hole. And your main color is the one that goes around the whole center. So that's the one you should pull first until it closes, and then pull the second one to get it evened up. So pull the main color one to close the hole, pull the contrasting color to even it up, and then I'm going to thread both pieces onto the yarn needle, and starting with the main color, run it under those stitches clockwise, pull it up. Oh, sorry about the camera, didn't mean to give you an earthquake there. And then run it under your 7 contrasting color stitches, pull that up tight. And then if you want to do it another time just to make sure it's gonna stay, I think I'll just go under half of them, under the 7. I keep bumping my camera. I am so sorry about that. Okay, and then trim the tail close to your work and discard the rest. Turn it back right side out, and you should have a spiral beret. I and have a little bit of a funnel edge to the hat. And this one's the adult size. And then I have one the opposite in the child size. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And for more tutorials and how-tos, visit my channel and also visit my website for the free patterns. And all the links you need will be below this video in the description on the YouTube page. Happy crocheting!